what's up? Hello, my name is Emma and today I am doing an unboxing! I feel like I haven't obnoxiously yelled that in quite some time, so that felt pretty good to get out. Today I am doing my Owlcrate June unboxing, so of course thank you so much to Owlcrate for sending me your June box to review. The theme for Owlcrate's June box is Make It Out Alive, which sounds super epic and I'm extremely excited to open this box. But if you did not know, I am an Owlcrate rep, meaning if you want to try out Owlcrate for yourself, whether it be now or at the end of this video after seeing what is in what I predict to be an awesome box, you can use my code EMMA at checkout for 15% off your order at owlcrate.com. So without further ado, we're gonna open this box. I feel like this month is like extra heavy, I don't know why. Ooh! So this is Owlcrate's card for this month, and I think it's really interesting. I do always love the Owlcrate graphics, but this one is just like, it's so minimalistic and kind of monochromatic, and it's very different from what they normally do, but I really, really like it. The first item is a bath bomb! I have been needing a new bath bomb so badly, and I literally just forgot until this moment that there was going to be a bath bomb in this box, so I'm really excited. This is actually more exciting than I had anticipated, but it is a bath bomb from Fizzy Fairy Apothecary, and it is Divergent inspired. I feel like we haven't seen some Divergent merch for a couple of years now after the flop of the movie, so I'm excited to have something new. So it is this kind of green, blue, white bath bomb that looks very earthy. But the exciting thing about it is inside each bath bomb is a charm that will sort you into each of the factions from Divergent. So Dauntless, Erudite, Candor, Amity, and what was the last one? Abnegation. I'm so proud of myself for remembering that. So I don't know if actually the colors on the outside have anything to do with it or they all look the same. So if you guys got this month's Owlcrate box, I would love to know not only what color is on the outside, because I don't know if it's different for each faction and what faction you were sorted into. But I feel like if I had to guess based on the color, I feel like this would be more Amity-like because it is about, you know, like the green and the trees and the peace and whatnot. So we'll have to see what faction I'm sorted into. So the next item is actually really amusing, and it is a sleep mask. It was designed by R.T. McPhee and it looks like this. It's got this kind of zombie vibe going on, and honestly this is what I look like in the morning anyway, so it's gonna be like shedding a mask to reveal the same exact thing underneath. Honestly, this is actually pretty useful because my blinds are currently broken and stuck like halfway up my window, so if I wake up early on my off days, I have to go back to sleep because I have no darkness in my room whatsoever. So I think this will actually be more useful than I originally would have anticipated. And I always felt like people who use sleep masks are like super bougie and cool, and so this is a really exciting, unique item, so thanks so much, Owlcrate. So the next item is a bookmark that was designed by Hey Atlas Creative, and it is inspired by A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. So on the first side it says, "You do not fear, you do not falter, you do not yield," with this mountain in the background. And then on the back here it says, "Remember that you are a wolf and you cannot be caged." I'm actually in the middle of A Court of Wings and Ruin right now. It's taken me a really, really long time to conquer this audiobook because it's like 25 hours long, but I am really enjoying it, and I do really like this bookmark. I think my favorite thing about it is the typography. I love the kind of like freehand on the top and the sans serif font on the bottom, which I just showed you guys. I'm a fan of fonts, as you can tell. So I'm very glad I have a new Sarah J. Maas bookmark to add to my collection. So the next item is actually a book, and this is not Owlcrate's normal book of the month. They include every month. They did include a second book this month, which I always think is super exciting. So in the theme of Make It Out Alive, they included a dystopian novel. And that book is New World Rising by Jennifer Wilson from Of Tomes Publishing. I don't know how many of you guys have been watching my channel for a couple of years now, but I actually reviewed New World Rising a long, long time ago. I don't normally talk about books that I reviewed like years ago, but I do have a spoiler-free review of it if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on New World Rising. But I will say, because I have read it, I did really enjoy this book. I thought it was a great dystopian, especially because dystopian books just like have not been getting published recently, like at all. That YA ship has sailed. They're just not being picked up recently. So I feel like if you're in the mood for a new dystopian, New World Rising would be a really great book for you, and I do believe that at least book 2 is out already and maybe book 3 is being written, but I did really enjoy New World Rising and I would recommend it to my fans of dystopian. But I also read that on an ebook and I didn't have a physical copy, so this is really exciting. So thank you so much to Owlcrate and Of Tomes Publishing. So the next item is a patch, which is not an item that I normally see included in book subscription services. So if you're somebody that likes having different patches on different pieces of clothing and whatnot, I feel like this might be a really great item for you. So this patch was created by Laserbrain Patch Co. and on it in the middle you can see all of these same houses over and over and over again in black and white, and then you have an apple in bright red with thread going around it. Here is a close-up of the pouch, and I definitely did have to read the card to get the reference, but it's actually inspired by The Giver by Lois Lowry, and it totally makes sense now because in the book the first thing that Jonah sees in color is an apple, and you know, you have the monochrome same house over and over and over again in the back, which I think is really fantastic. I think it's a great design conceptually, and The Giver also does not get a ton of merch representation, so that's always exciting because it is a book I really did enjoy in school. It's like one of the only required readings I actually read and enjoyed. And on the back they do include instructions, but this is exclusive to Owlcrate, so you're not able to buy it. It is something special for us who subscribe to Owlcrate, which I always liked seeing them include. The next item in Owlcrate's June box is a magnet from Little Inklings Design, and is inspired by An Ember in the Ashes by Saboteur. Again, I feel like this definitely is another book that does not get a ton of merch, so if you are a fan of An Ember in the Ashes, you're probably really excited for this, as I am. On it says, "Fear is only your enemy if you allow it to be." I really like the typography on this. This font is so beautiful. Oh my god. I definitely really like this magnet. I like how the white stands so stark out against the black in the back, and there are some gold flecks on it. It's a really beautiful magnet. I'm gonna go put it in my fridge in like 2 minutes. And so the final item for Owlcrate's Make It Out Alive June box is of course the book of the month, which is The Sandcastle Empire by Kayla Olson. It says on the cover, "When all hope is gone, how do you survive?" And if I'm correct, it like really matches the Owlcrate graphic, which they don't normally do. They normally do something that is like inspired by the book, but it matches pretty closely, which is really interesting. I literally have never heard of this book before, so I'm excited to see what it's about. So the Sandcastle Empire follows a girl named Eden, and I can already tell from like the first 2 paragraphs of the synopsis that this is a very different dystopian novel. Whenever we think of dystopian novels, they normally take place years and years and years of development after a war or a natural disaster or a terrible government. You know, for example, Katniss and Tris, they've never known anything other than the worlds that they have grown up in, even though it is implied that this happens years after our future. I believe Eden is born in the modern world that we live in. Like it says, they have air conditioning and ice cream, but now in her life there is a terrible government that is controlling all of Earth's resources, and it's basically like toxic everywhere. So I think the fact that our main character can remember what it is like to live in the lives that we have now is really interesting already. So essentially in this world there is a safe spot called Sanctuary Island that Eden travels to, and when she gets there, one of her best friends goes missing, and they realize that the island that they have deemed safe is probably not as safe as they originally anticipated. I have to say, I am very wary of dystopians being published in 2017. It just doesn't feel like they can live up to the dystopians that have been published in like 2010, but it definitely does sound refreshing and kind of like a new take on dystopian novels, so I am really excited to read it. As always, Owlcrate includes a letter from the author as well as a signed book plate. Oh, and it also came with these really cool stickers inspired by the Sandcastle Empire, which I think is a super cool inclusion of the box. And then of course, to bring this unboxing to a close, we have the Owlcrate theme for July, which is a Wanderlust. Oh my goodness, on the back it says you will receive an officially licensed item from Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, which I am so excited for. So I am definitely excited for the Owlcrate July box, but I have to say I'm really satisfied with their June box as well. I love that literally everything on my floor from this box, because you know, I just kind of drop it afterwards, everything is green and it really fits the theme of the book, which is not something I normally see, but I think it'll make for a really great Bookstagram photo. That is really it for my Owlcrate unboxing for June. Of course, one of my favorites has to be the bath bomb. I am also really excited that they included 2 books and 2 dystopians, one that I have really enjoyed and one that I'm hoping I will enjoy once I get to reading it. Let me know in the comments below what was your favorite item from Owlcrate's June box, but that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon for a new video. Bye!